All right, what's up, guys? It's another Friday lunch break fishing episode, and I'm at this spot that I come to quite often because it's just right up the street from my office, and it's a nice, comfortable place to fish from, good access. But I've really grown to hate this spot. It's like probably the last 6 times I've come here, it's been a total disaster. There's a ton of snags. It's like almost impossible to fish off the bottom out in the channel there. And it seems like every time I come here, the same thing just happens over and over again. Like almost as soon as I get my bait in the water, I'll get a big fish on, and then I lose that fish, and then I don't get any more bites for the rest of the day. Doesn't matter if I'm here for 30 minutes or 3 hours. Not sure why, that's just what happens. So I end up breaking the line a lot, not catching anything. But there's fish here. I mean, I see, gar and catfish breaking the surface every time I'm here. I've caught a couple of decent blue catfish here. But, we are just starved for rain. I mean, it's been months since we've had a good soaking, and the bayou is about as low as I've ever seen it. So it's probably fine for the gar. Catfish, not so much. So we'll see. It's a beautiful day. It's nice to be out. So we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Found someone's little pole prop over there, so I've always wanted one of these. I think I'll try it out. So right now I've got a carp head. It's kind of old. I tossed it out not too far because I'm worried about snags. But the thing is frozen, so I'm not sure. I feel like if something picks it up and feels that it's frozen, might not like that. So hopefully the water's warm in the bayou. I'm sure it is. And hopefully that'll thaw out quick. And then the rest of my bait is some mullet that I got from the Asian grocery store, which is also probably frozen. Well, scratch that. Thought I had mullet, but all I've got is carp. So here's a whole little carp that I caught a while ago. It's just been in the freezer for a while. We are definitely into turtle season also. So this bayou has a lot of alligator snapping turtles and big softshell turtles. And so, whenever you leave a piece of fish just laying on the bottom, yeah, there's always that chance one of them's gonna smell it, come along and pick it up. So just hope that the fish get to it first. Something's tugging on this bait over here. Let's go take a look. Saw the rod bounce. All right, something picked it up. Now, assuming this is a fish, which I'm not sure of, it could be a big turtle, I really need to make sure that I don't screw this up, because if today is anything like the last times I've been here, this is gonna be my one and only shot. So let's see, he's pulling line out. I got the bail open right now. Just let him take line. I think it's gonna be mostly gar in here, so I'm playing this, assuming that it's a gar. I'm gonna let him take a little bit of line, get it down into his mouth a bit, and then really try to yank it to set the hook. All right, so he's gone downstream, so I'm gonna move over by this other rod. I'm seeing fish surfacing too, it's good. So let's see, it'll be a miracle if this line isn't already tangled up on something down there. I wish I could just get down in there and pull out all the dead trees and snags and stuff. If this bayou ever dries up, I'm gonna do that. All right. see, I probably tangled in my other line. Holy crap. The fish is still way over there. We're assuming it's a fish. The current carried the line down. I thought the fish had moved. Damn, cut the line. I felt it cut on something down there. That fucking sucks. It might have been like a piece of metal or concrete, but I felt it drag across something down there and cut. Man, I'm telling you, every single time it's the same thing. I'll come down here, I'll get a big fish on almost right away, and then I lose it. It's just like the same thing every single time I come here. It's like a bad dream on repeat. So that time, yeah, it definitely dragged the line across something sharp under there and cut it. I love the braided line. It's really strong if you're just pulling on it, but from, you know, a sideways angle, it can be cut easier than mono. So you got to be careful. That sucks, man. So we'll see. If this is anything like the other times, that'll be the one and only bite I get. But I do see a lot of gar breaking the surface out there, so I may get one more chance. We'll see. Hope so. So right now, I'm pretty much the only one in the office. So, you know, I can get muddy and sweaty and come back smelling like fish, and it's all right. But in a few weeks, they're going to start bringing everyone else back, so I'm not sure I'll be able to get away with this. Although by then, it might be too hot to be out fishing at midday anyways. Oh, that one must have been on camera. That was a huge gar. Man, they're big fish. See, that's where I want to be fishing, but I can never cast over there and leave the bait on the bottom and not get snagged. It's just like the whole deep part of the channel all the way through here. I don't know if it's dead trees or concrete blocks or what, but it's just impossible. I've tried floats and I could try again, but for whatever reason, they just never seem to take my bait when it's on a float here. I could try. That might work, but what happens is I keep having, you know, it flows down and I just gotta reel it in and throw it back and recast, and just, I'm lazy. I think it's April 9th and it's already pretty darn warm out here. low 80s, but got a nice breeze. We just desperately need some rain, you know? Like, we've had the occasional shower, but we have not had like just a big, long, soaking rain in just months and months. So, you know, this bayou's just so low. The rod tip's moving. There's always little stuff here that messes with it, so I'm not getting excited yet. Okay, now I see that line moving. Oh yeah, something's on there for sure. Let's see. See if I can not make the same mistake twice. I'm gonna keep it over there this time and try to avoid whatever I snagged up on before. Okay, that was really strange. So whatever took the bait swam it over and just dropped it right offshore. It was like in 2 inches of water, just right by my feet there. So I'm not sure what did that. Okay, I'm gonna try a float for a little bit here. Don't have a whole ton more time left. So let's see. Just casted my float right off my line. It's out in the middle of the bayou. I can't get that now. Man. One of the biggest gars I've ever seen just broke the surface, like way down that way. Probably about the limit of where I could cast, but I know from experience there's a huge, terrible snag in between me and where that fish broke the surface, so I'm not sure I even want to try. I'd hate to hook them and then get them all tangled up and have to break the line. So I just put a smaller piece of bait on. It's like a small thin strip, like a long thin strip of the side of a carp. So I'll try that. But I gotta check the time here. I'm running out. And it looks like my float is drifting over to shore there thanks to the wind, so hopefully I can recover that and not leave it to pollute the bayou. Oh, look, something's taken that already. I just put that in the water. So something is on this little piece of bait that I just threw out there. And I've got the bail open and I've got my hand, you know, just guiding the line out and just feeling it, and it really feels like a turtle to me. It's just sort of like going away slowly. Oh, something big on the other line. Shit, I got stuff on both lines. Oh boy, okay. I'm just gonna try to set the hook on this. We'll see if it's a turtle or a fish, but now we're looking at lines getting tangled and got stuff on both rods here. Definitely something on that smaller rod there. I'm almost positive it's a turtle. It's not far offshore. Pulling on it, it feels like a turtle. It's just almost kind of like dead weight, but whatever took the bait on this rod just took off, and it looks like he wants to go to the Gulf of Mexico. So the line's just flying off the bail here. Ah, man, okay, I can't let him go too far. I mean, shit, he's going right into this really bad snag area. Shit. Alrighty, let's see, I gotta give myself a little room here. Oh my gosh. I just saw him jump. It's a massive gar. No way I'm bringing this fish in. No way. The bayou's so shallow and there's so many snags. This fish is too big. This fish is too big. He's gonna break the line or drag me over some snags or something. There's no way. He's got me tangled up. There's sticks on the line. He dragged me through some dead tree. I think he's still on me. He's right out in front of me. Big one. I need wire leaders for this. What I'm using is, this isn't gonna do, man. This is gonna break. I need to keep tension on him, you know? But too much and he's gonna cut this line. Thankfully there's no weight, no float, nothing, just I'm using a really small hook. So if it does break, it shouldn't bother him too much. I'd rather that didn't happen. Oh, I can see him. Oh. There he is. Right out there. I think he's just pretending to be licked. He's got more fight left in him. I know from experience. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's it. He's off. Broke the line. Holy smokes. That was a lucky catch. Yeah, all right, I gotta use wire leaders. So one flick of the head and he just cut through the line. 80-pound test, man. Well, I got to see him up close. I was using a tiny little hook, so I don't think that should bother him too much, but okay. Well, I still got something on this other line here. I think it's a turtle. I need to get that in and I need to get back to work. Well, that was definitely a turtle. He's off now. Well, shit. All right, so once again, this spot whoops my ass, but that was a lot of fun. I can't believe I even managed to get that gar from way downstream all the way up to shore. You know, it's like, I really, really love fishing. It's just so exciting, especially for these big fish, but I also love the animals, you know, and so anytime I end up having to break the line and leave one of them with a hook in their mouth or something, I feel terrible about that. But I've been using smaller hooks lately and there's no weights or, you know, floats or any other junk, so hopefully it won't bother them all that much. And I guess I really need to start using wire lures when I'm fishing for these gar. The only reason I haven't much in the past is just because, you know, they're so sensitive. I feel like, you know, they chomp down and they feel that metal and they just spit it out. And I would have thought that 80-pound braid would have been plenty strong enough, but apparently it's not. I did not have the drag set that tight at all. He just whipped his head so fast that, you know, he ended up just cutting the line. God, another huge one just surfaced out there. Well, I'll be back next week. We'll try this again. I'll try to have my act together a little bit more, use some wire leaders, and see if we can actually land one. So I got to get something to eat and get all this sweat off my face before I get back to the office. But thank you guys very much for watching. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you soon.